everyone, welcome back to Yarn by the Glass. My name is Reese, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to make the Pagoda Triangle Scarf. So this is a complex looking scarf. For the most part it's pretty easy. It's a 6-row pattern repeat that you can see we're going to be doing a few times. For the most part, it's just a bunch of double crochets, and then we're going to be getting into this fancy stitch here, and that's going to be, like I said, every 6 rows, and I will show you how to do that when we get to it. So this is just a fun triangle scarf. It's one of those scarves that we're going to be working from the top, and then it's going to build out as we go along, and we're going to be adding stitches to it here on the 2 ends and then down here in the middle, and that is what is going to get it to become fuller as we go on and give it that triangle shape that you can see here. Alright, so why don't we get into what we're going to be needing to make this scarf, and then we'll get into what to do to make this pattern. Alright, so for this pattern we are going to be using 2 skeins of any worsted weight yarn. I do recommend something that's like soft or light, nothing that's going to be too like stiff or heavy, because you want this to have a drapey look to it. We're going to be using the crochet hook eye, or the 5.5 millimeter. And then of course our scissors and tapestry needle for the end. All right, so once we have found the end of our yarn, we are going to start out with a slip knot. All right, and as odd as it sounds, we are going to start out with a magic circle. So to do that, we are going to chain 4. We're going to do a slip stitch into that first chain. Chain 3. All right, and now this chain 3 is actually going to count as our first double crochet for the whole thing. So we're going to do 2 more double crochets into the center of that ring. So not going into any of the individual chains that we did, but into the center of all the chains. Double crochet. And then another double crochet. And then we're going to chain 2. And then we're going to do 3 more double crochets into the center of our circle. All right, and as odd as it sounds, that is the start of our little triangle. All right, so from here we are going to chain 3. Again, this is going to count as a double crochet. We're going to turn our work. We're going to do another double crochet right into the base of that chain 3. And then into the next stitch, we're going to do 2 double crochets. And into the next, 2 double crochets. And then a double crochet into that chain 2 space. Chain 2. Another double crochet into that chain 2 space. And then into the next spot, we're going to do 2 double crochets. And into the next. and into the top of that chain 3 space from before. Chain 3. All right. Another double crochet into the base of that chain 3, and then 2 more double crochets just like before. All right, so now that we have the base of our triangle done, we're going to do another double crochet into the base of our chain 3, and then another one. So we're going to have a total of 3 double crochets in that first spot, and then double crochet into each of the stitches. And then we're going to do a double crochet into that chain 2 space, chain 2, double crochet into that same spot, and then down the other side we're going to do a double crochet into each spot. And then once you get to that chain 3, we're going to do 3 double crochets into that spot. All right. So this is the part of the pattern where it starts to get a little bit different, and where we're going to be seeing the end results, or how we're going to get to that end result. So we're going to chain 3, turn our work, 2 double crochets, and then we're going to chain 1. So after we chain 1, we are going to skip the next stitch and do a double crochet into the stitch after, chain 1, again skipping the next stitch, double crochet into the stitch after, chain 1. All right, so wherever there's a clump of these double crochets, we're just going to keep doing the double crochet. So we're always going to start out with the 2 double crochets into that same space, and then we have the 2 double crochets from the last time we did that. So we're just going to do double crochet and another double crochet. Now we get to this part here. So to build up for that part of the pattern, we're just going to keep going with the double crochets right into that chain 1 space. All right, going into the chain, not into the space. And double crochet. And then again, into that space, or the actual chain 1, double crochet. All the way to the top. All right, and then once you get to the top, you're going to do the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. And then again, it's going to be double crocheting all the way to the end. All right, chain 3, turn your work, do your chain 2s, or I'm sorry, do your double crochets. All right, So for the next part here, we are going to be working into these double crochet posts that kind of stand alone, where there's the chain one space on either side. So we're going to still be doing the double crochets over these. Pretty much until we get to a chain one space. All right, which is this one here. So I did my double crochet. And so now what we're going to be doing is a triple crochet. So we're going to wrap the yarn around our hook twice. And then we're going to go down 2 rows to that double crochet post. We are going to go behind it. So we're like pushing it up with the crochet hook. We're going to grab our yarn and pull through and up. We are going to grab the yarn and pull through the first 2 loops, and then the second 2 loops, and then the third set of 2 loops. All right, and then we're going to do another double crochet into the next stitch, so the double crochet post that sits above the chain one space. And then we're going to do another triple crochet. So behind, grabbing our yarn, pulling up, grabbing the yarn, pulling through the first 2 loops, and then the second 2 loops, whoa, and then the third 2 loops, and then double crochet into the next stitch. All right, so you can see that pattern is finally starting to form. And then a trick is this triple crochet post is going on top of the double crochet post over the last double crochet post. So we're always going to be skipping a stitch back here, which you can kind of see. The double crochet, the skipped stitch, the double crochet, the skipped stitch. That's hard to say. All the way to the top. And then we're going to still do our double crochet into that chain 2 space, chain 2 more, another double crochet, all right, and then going back down the other side, it's going to be the same thing. Double crochet because that's over chain 1 space, and then triple crochet and double crochet, all right, all the way to the end. All right, and then once you get to your last triple crochet post, it's going to be double crochets for the entire rest of the row. Of course, once you get to the top of that chain 3 space, you're going to be doing the 3 double crochets. Chain 3. All right, so when you turn your work around, it's going to look like this. Because again, this is a one-sided pattern. And so what we just did is the entire sequence of pattern. So it's going to be 3 rows of the double crochet, the double crochet chain 1, double crochet chain 1 row, another full row of double crochets, again doing your stitch into the chain 1, not the chain 1 space, and then doing your double crochet, triple crochet row, going into the double crochet post, or like going around the double crochet post from 2 rows down. All right, so I'm going to keep going with this, and I'll see you at the end. All right, so we're going to be ending the scarf on that last double crochet row. And once you have that, we're going to cut the yarn. We are going to pull that strand through that last loop. And then we're just going to start weaving in our ends. Well, that's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoy your Pagoda Triangle Scarf. If you like these kinds of projects, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more ideas. You can also follow me on social media for quick links, upcoming videos, and others. So see you next time.